Back to more NASCAR Cup Series action. This race, it brings us to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600, which has been announced that since it is later in the evening, we will be shortening it to 200 laps instead of the normal 400. So the Coca-Cola 600 will be ran until lap 200, and it's set to 50%. So without further ado, let's get you to Alex Hayden. So last week at Atlanta, Ryan Preece won, locked himself into the playoffs. And now let's get you to Alex Hayden.
Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for one of the most prestigious races of the season, the Coca-Cola 600 here in the heart of NASCAR country. I'm Alex Hayden, bringing you all of the action from today's race. This crown jewel is a true test of driver and machine, and one that every Cup Series team wants to win. Let's head to the track where the drivers and teams are making their final preparations. Who is going to get it done today?
Thank you, Alex. And Urbane in the 20 coming off a 6th place finish. But will get the pole as he won it on Saturday's qualifying. And he's going to lead the field to green again. So I would imagine it's still going to be 4 stages. What would make sense is making all the stages 50 laps instead of the 100 like they normally are in the 400 lapper. But without further ado, we got to get this underway. So Urbane on the inside. Ross Chastain on the outside. Green flags in the air. We're racing here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and already Chastain pulls out front. Chastain out there. Chastain's going to lead lap 1 here at Charlotte. Oh, he's getting turned. Chastain is around. And we got a huge spin out there. So here we go. The 20 falls back to 6th. Kevin Harvick loose there.
Got one right. All clear. Got the speed. Now get after it.
Passing is definitely going to be hard in this race. As Alex Bowman gets hooked and turned. Caution will come out again. Will we complete another lap under green here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? We will have to find out.
Hold your line. Clear, clear.
The 20 of Urbane is now up to 4th place.
Got one right. All clear.
We got into AJ Allmendinger, got up into the wall there. Gonna have a fun time chasing them down now. We last won 2 weeks ago at Dover Motor Speedway. Finished 6th place at Atlanta.
Got one left. One down low. Car right. Clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear.
Now he makes the pass for 3rd.
Car right. Good job. Go get it. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear.
William Byron is in the lead, but the 20 has the speed.
Got one right.
To the inside goes the 20. He's going to side draft him. Coming off a 4.
All right,
The
hold your
20 is looking to hold on to the lead, to
Clear,
lead the
clear,
lap,
clear.
and does.
line. Clear, clear, clear.
That's the first lap led for the 20. The 20 comes off a turn 2. Trying to put a gap between him and Byron. And I know we just had a bunch of restarts, but at lap 20 we are going to go to a full screen commercial for just a couple seconds. So just be aware that that is coming up at lap 20. Or, well, after 20 laps have been complete. That's 2 laps led by the 20 so far, and thank you to one viewer for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this. However, after this lap is complete, we will be going to a full screen commercial for just a few seconds. So here it is, the 20 comes off of turn 4, and there's 30 laps to go in stage 1. We're going to take our commercial break for a minute. Welcome back to the Coca-Cola 600, which feels more like the Coca-Cola 500. The 20 of Urbane in the lead. He's been out front since lap 17, so he's led about 4 laps after this one. And he's going to lead another one as he finally pulls out ahead of William Byron by 1 second. Oh, he gets in the grass though, and he did that several times during last night's truck race when he got his 5th victory of the Truck Series season. Going for his 5th win of the NASCAR Cup Series season tonight. Came up 6 positions short at Atlanta to try to defend his race win there from last season. He gets one more chance, though, later in the season to defend that there at Atlanta. Oh, he's in the wall again, though. And the 20 of Urban got no stage points last week. He only got 5 points for finishing, well, actually 9 points because he got 4 points. Yeah, he did get stage points. He got stage points, but he didn't get stage wins. That's right. Obviously, looking to pick up his first stage win in 2 weeks here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I have 20 laps remaining here in a few laps. Got 26 to go in the stage right now. And we want to remind you that for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that race will be right here on YouTube TV Network from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the All-School Uniforms 300. Then it's off to Talladega for the Xfinity and Cup Series this weekend. Trucks will not race. They have the week off. They will continue their action 2 weeks from now at, not this weekend, but the next Friday night at Eldora. That's the weekend the Cups cars go to Bristol Dirt and the Xfinity cars go to Mid-Ohio. So the truck and Xfinity race is in Ohio, Cup race in Tennessee. Not that far from each other. There'll be a short flight from Ohio to Tennessee if you're competing in the truck and Xfinity series and the Cup series. Urbane's also going to run the late model race Wednesday night at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and then after that he's going to fly up to Ohio and run the late model race at Eldora. And September 16th, going to run the F1 race, so he's got a lot of racing to do. And in February, he's going to run SRX. And he's going to run some GTA 5 online races too, like for IndyCar and stuff like that. There's a couple street course races he has interest in running. So it is a lot of races for him to run, as we have 32 laps to go in stage 1. And the 20 has been out front since lap number 17. This stage. A couple incidents there at the beginning of the race. Got into Chastain. 1 lap in, battling for the lead, spun him out, and actually after it spun him out, he had got into another car and it spun him and that car out and collected a couple of cars. Caution flew. Then he gained a couple track positions, ended up spinning out Alex Bowman, and that brought out another caution, and then we finally got back racing. And 20 laps to go at the line. Now 20 laps to go. In stage 1, we'll take you side by side again. Welcome back to the Coca-Cola 600 here on YouTube TV Network. It's NASCAR Cup Series racing from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 15 laps to go in stage 1. And the 20 has been out front since lap 17 and has not looked back. He definitely found what works for him here. He's got a 4.4 second lead off of William Byron. Definitely hanging on to it. And now he's got him at 5 seconds. The only thing that is wrong with the 20 is the restarts. He's not getting good restarts. He's going to have to start getting good restarts if he wants to stay in contention to win this thing. Because you get a late race restart with 2 laps to go, and somebody else gets the lead. Now you got to run that person down before they win the race. And if they wreck, you better hope you get around them before the caution comes out. It's 12 laps to go, stage 1. And in 12 laps, we're going to get a 3rd caution flag in this race. And it's now 11 laps to go, stage 1. And remember, this is a 4-stage race, so you can earn up to 40 points for the stages, plus another additional 20 points for winning the race. That'd put you at 60 points for this race. And then it would be double points all the way down to 1 point. And then the rest of them get 5. As Ryan Newman backpiling the number 51. BJ McLeod all the way in last place. And from where you see the 20, you can also see that lap traffic ahead. The 20 will be there in a couple laps, as he's coming to 8 to go here. And the lights have came on here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, as you can tell, as the night progresses. We have reached 10:02 Eastern Standard Time, and we're getting ready to come to the end of stage number 1 here at Charlotte. 7 laps to go. Look at Kevin Harvick, his final Coca-Cola 600. He's running 3rd. AJ Allmendinger up to 4th. This will help Allmendinger in points, as he's trying to get to the playoffs at the end of the season, even though we still got plenty of races to go in the regular season. 5 more laps. That's all that remains here in stage number 1 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And the 20 is catching those lap cars. Will he be able to lap any before the end of the stage? Three to go. Will he be able to reel in at least a couple of these cars before the end of the stage? He should be able to get to BJ McLeod and Ryan Newman by the end of the stage. It's 2 to go at the line. And it looks like for the first time in 2 weeks, the 20 will get the stage win, as William Byron is just too far behind. And something's going to have to happen on the final lap if he's going to catch some of these lap cars, or these slower cars on the track. Final lap, stage 1 here at Charlotte. Oh, here he goes down the backstretch for the final time. I think BJ's going to be able to hold him off and stay on the lead lap. Yes, he will. Green and white checkered flag in the air. Stage 1 over, and the 20 was unable to lap BJ McLeod.
Pit road is closed.
So Ricky Stenhouse Jr., how about that? Stage points for him. What's up, Hunter? And now it's off to stage 2.
Watch the light. Stage winner.
Here we go.
Stage winner.
Green flag.
Got one right. We didn't come here for second. Car right. Car right. Car right.
William Byron jumps into the lead. 50 lap stage 2. But the 20 is charging. The 20 does come before 24. He's going low. William Byron's going low. And the 20 runs him all the way into the wall, as he should, because that was kind of a chicken move to cut down in front of somebody like that. And the 20 will hold him off for the lead, so he led every lap from lap 17 in stage 1. Up into the wall here. So we have 148 laps to go in this race total. And we are in stage 2 of 4. And there'll be another 50 lap stage in stage 3, 50 laps in stage 4 to end it. And the 20 stays out front here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And fun fact for you, that stage 1 win was his first stage win in 2 weeks, as he last won a stage at Dover. Remember, he got stage points last week, but he did not win a single stage at Atlanta. I'm telling you what, AJ Allmendinger up there definitely going to help himself in the points. He's pretty low in points right now. I think this is the time where you start turning your season around, because once we get to race 16, which is the final points race of our coverage of the season, that's when you have 10 races to go until the playoffs. And that, you don't want to be just trying to get back up in points then. You want to start doing that now. As I believe this is race number 6 of the season. Let's check during the break. We'll check. So if this is truly the 6th race of the season, that means we'll have 10 races to go in our coverage of the season. Time really does fly. Also, reminder, actually we have an itch, so we gotta scratch that real quick. A reminder, we have traded races with Twitch Sports Network 1. Remember, Twitch Sports Network 1's coverage was supposed to begin at New Hampshire. However, we traded them Daytona for New Hampshire, so we will be covering New Hampshire as the final points race of our coverage. Then we'll do the All-Star at Las Vegas. Then Twitch Sports Network 1 kicks off their coverage of the Cup and Xfinity Series season with that trip to Daytona, and there will be no truck race that weekend either. A trip to the high banks of Daytona for the second race of 3, where the 20 won it all back in July, winning the Daytona 500. .2 second lead off William Byron now, who has about a second lead off of third place, which is Kevin Harvick. Uh-oh, the 20's in the wall. Williams going to make up some of that time. Comes off turn 4. 11 laps of 50 complete in stage 2. And before we go to the commercial break, we're going to tell you how many races we are in. So this race is the 7th race of our coverage. So after this race, we'll have 9 races to actually... No, because Atlanta was the 6th race, so that's 10. After this race would be 9, yeah. So we have 9 races to go in our coverage of the season. And then Twitch Sports Network 1 takes over with a trip to the high banks of Daytona on the oval. And then the next week they run a road course race at Indianapolis. And then after that, their 3rd race of their coverage is a second trip to Michigan. That's the second and final trip. And we got another itch And now, as we have completed 12 laps of 50 in the stage, we will take you side by side now. Dang, everything's so itchy. $18 laps complete of 50 here in stage 2. 32 laps to go in stage 2. And yes, we are Toyota and Cup and Xfinity, Chevy and truck. And now we have 31 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line and complete another lap. The 20 has already won stage 1. Obviously, has a fast car here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Definitely the favorite to win the second stage as well, and yes, I did. And now we have 30 to go, stage 2. And this is stage 2 of 4, so we still got 2 more stages to do after this. This is the only race on the Cup Series schedule that has 4 stages in it. So this is the only race where drivers can earn double points. So second place would get 57 points, and it would go down and until they got to, actually, you know what, no, we'll give them 50 points for second, and it would go down until they reached 1 point. Then everyone following that gets 5 points. So keep in mind that the 20 almost lapped BJ McLeod. He just needed a couple more laps and he could have did it last stage. I feel like this is going to be another stage where he kind of runs down the lap, or the slower cars, but is going to be unable to lap them again. So everybody should finish on the lead lap in this race, unless if they D and F, or if they need to, you know, do something else. The Cup cars will be loaded and heading back to the shops to get ready for Talladega next week. And we'll tell you more about that in the final stage of the race. The Xfinity Series cars still sit in the garage area. Or not the garage area, they still sit near their haulers. They will race tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube TV Network. 100 laps, 300 miles around this track. And we are 25 laps into stage 2 of 50, and we will take you side by side again. Welcome back to the Coca-Cola 600 right here on YouTube TV Network, NASCAR Cup Series Racing from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 20 laps to go in stage 2. And the 20 is out front. by 4.5 seconds off of second place. So 82 laps total complete in the race. 19 to go in stage 2. And still plenty of racing to do because we still got 2 stages to run. Stage 3 and stage 4. Look at that, lap traffic is ahead. Still plenty of racing to do here in the stage. Can the 20 run them down this time? Or will it be just like last time? And will he just miss them as the green and white checkered flag flies? It's a he's 3.3 seconds away from BJ McLeod, who still sits in last place along with Cody Ware, or not Cody Ware, Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, remember driving the 15 until Martin Truex Jr. retires, then Gregson will drive the 19, Hamlin drives the 11 again. But he's sitting 34th, and those 3 cars have been there ever since the start of this thing. And if the 20 is able to catch you, only one of them's going to get the lead lap back. So BJ's hoping that he's the only car that gets lapped here, because you know there's going to be a caution in about 15 laps. But with this speed the 20's got, it's not going to be just BJ that goes a lap down. It's going to be a lot of cars that go a lap down. BJ sees that 20 getting bigger and bigger in his rear view mirror. Can't get scared though. You cannot get scared. You know you're going to get some cautions because there's still 2 stages to go. You're going to have to just let him lap you here. Whoa, the 20 runs it in the grass.
Clear, clear.
And it gets wild here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I have never seen anything like that before in my time in the booth. He ran the grass to put him a lap down. Normally that'd rip the splitter off your car. Ryan Newman in danger of going a lap down here. Same with Denny Hamlin. Remember, if you follow my Snapchat, you know that I said that since Legacy Motor Club got rid of Gregson, he was originally going to drive the 15. Denny Hamlin has opted to drive the 15 up until Truex retires. There's last week's winner, Ryan Preece, going a lap down. So Gregson is in the 11. The 11's trying to get around Todd Gillen and clear him here. He's on that high side. He's going to probably get Chase Briscoe too. Oh, Corey LaJoie door slammed him.
Middle of 3. Got one right. All right, hold your line. Clear,
Carson
clear.
Hocevar piloting the 42 this race and at Talladega next week.
Stay left.
Bubba Wallace, and speaking of the devil, there's Noah Gregson. And the 20 runs it through the grass again. And he's going to turn Bubba. And that's going to be a caution. How is that not a caution?
Watch the lights.
I was going to say, that should be a caution. So Bubba Wallace gets turned. There will be a restart here. That is the 4th caution flag of the race. Green flag back in the air. Byron has a chance now.
Clear.
Oh, look at the 20. He got a better restart, though, that time. Late shift, though. Late shift. Byron's going to pull into the lead. Coming to 3 laps to go in the stage. The 20 side by side with William Byron down the back straightaway. He's going to clear Byron here in the turn, but he shoots way up the track. Byron's going to try on that low side. Oh, the 20 almost wrecks himself. What a wild move. It is getting crazy here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. With 3 laps to go in stage 2, Byron might have just lost his chance there, though, to win that stage. But also, you can't really blame him because he's gonna need, he needs some help, because clearly you can see that, you know, giving somebody a push in that late stage can really help. And unfortunately, he didn't get that. So the 20 was able to come back down the track, almost wrecked himself though. Come back down the track to block Byron, and kind of got himself a little push from Byron. So Bubba Wallace will get the free pass after that caution. And somebody else is going to get the free pass in a lap, because we're on the final lap of stage 2. And the 20 doing wild things to get around lap cars, doing wild things to get the lead back. And he goes down the back straightaway with a 2-second lead off of Byron. He comes off of turn 4. He won stage 1 at Charlotte. He's going to win stage 2 at Charlotte as well. He holds on for it.
Watch the light. Pit road is closed. Watch the light. Pit road is closed.
So that time, Joey Logano takes the last stage point. Oh, look at Austin Cindric up there. Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick. Stenhouse finishes 12th that stage, so he actually essentially lost 2 track positions. And here we go, green flag, stage 3 underway. 100 laps to go from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh, that's some great shifting by the 20 there. He's gonna get clear of Byron off of 2. Oh, not quite. Byron's still on that outside.
All clear. Stay left. Clear all around.
Now the 20 is clear of Byron. Byron's not out of it yet, though. He's still there. That was the 5th caution to end that stage. Now, I tell you what, if fans are tuning in and leaving, or tuning in and tuning out, you're gonna miss the crazy parts at Charlotte, like the 20 riding the grass in stage 2. There's a saying that goes, don't try to win the race on the first lap, but when you have 3 laps to go, well, when you're that late in the stage and you're lapping cars, you gotta get past those cars, put those cars between you and second place as the 20 scrapes the wall there to get that. And the 20 said, grass, no problem. Took it through the grass to get around those lap cars, and then was able to get back out in front of William Byron and lead the final 3 laps of that stage and win it. And he led every single lap that stage too. And he's out front here in stage 3. Remember, there's still one more stage in this race. This is the only Cup Series race with 4 stages in it. There will be 3 stages again next week at Talladega. Again, more details about that race coming up later in the final stage. And I tell you what, you 3 viewers are going to want to stay tuned in. You're going to want to stay tuned in for these last 95 or 96 laps of the race, because it's going to get wild here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 20's doing wild things to win the stage. We got Byron side by side with him, challenging him, but he gets back out in front. It's just crazy here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss these final 95 laps. So the 20 has 20 points already as he's swept, well, not swept yet, but as he's won stage 1 and 2 here at Charlotte. And look at this lead he's got off of Byron. Definitely a good chance to potentially sweep the stages here at Charlotte. Unless if the caution comes out and stops his chances. But that restart he got off that restart was really good, but then he shifted too late. That's what let Byron get out in front of him. But it didn't matter. He still was able to get the right shift on, run down William Byron, take it side by side, shift up again, and he got past William Byron, led the final 3 laps, green and white checkered flag, went to the 20. Good news for William Byron, though. He's not out of it yet. He could still win this stage, and he could still win the race, too. And you think it's rowdy here, it's going to get rowdy at Talladega, definitely, for both Xfinity and Cup Series. Because at that track, it's not if the big one happens, it's when the big one happens. And that's definitely going to be a race you all want to tune into. I believe it's 113 for the Xfinity Series and 188 laps for the Cup Series. At the sister track of Daytona, the 2.66 mile super speedway located in Alabama. The 20's lead is out to 4 seconds now. And we are 10 laps into stage 3. We're going to take you side by side. 30 laps remain in stage 3 of the Coca-Cola 600. The 20 is still out front, as he is trying to chase down lap traffic once again. He was able to do it last time and got a couple cars a lap down before spinning out Bubba Wallace by mistake, bringing out the late stage caution, which was the 4th. That most recent one was the 5th. And we've been green ever since we had the restart here for stage number 3. And if this one goes green, we'll have a 6th caution at the end of this and another restart for the final stage, and see where it goes from there. And actually, I made a mistake earlier. It would be 30 points you can earn up to for the stages, plus 20 for winning, so that would be 50 points, not 60. So then the next person gets 40, then the other person gets 30, then 20, then 10, then 9, all the way to 1. Still got ways to go here though in stage 3. Almost halfway through it though. We have 26 laps to go at the line. And finally the leader has actually caught up to the lap traffic. Looks like Denny Hamlin has fallen all the way to dead last. BJ McLeod goes up a position, along with Ryan Preece, last week's Atlanta winner, so he is safe in the playoffs no matter what. And this is actually his 2nd career win in this league, as he won 2 seasons ago at Sonoma after making what technically was an illegal pass on the number 4 car when Urban was driving the 4. But he went on to win at Sonoma, as he had already taken the white flag and the caution came out. He did not win a single race last season. Ended up missing the playoffs, and now he's back in the playoffs. Him, the 54, or him, Ty Gibbs, which we're pretending the 18 is the 54, so the 54 and Urbane, those are the only 3 drivers locked into the playoffs with wins. Everybody else trying to do that. Also, William Byron definitely had a great chance to do that here tonight, and still has a great chance to do that here tonight as he continues to run 2nd. And there's still one more restart if we go green in this stage, so Byron could always get that, lead those final 50 laps, and win the race. Denny Hamlin knows his boss is getting bigger and bigger in his mirror, and he's going to go on the high side. And the reason the 15 is... The reason we say that the 20 of Urbane is Denny Hamlin's boss is because they bought that number 15 from Rick Ware Racing. Now, it will go back to Rick. Oh, the 20 got himself loose off the 78th bumper, got himself in the wall, but it stays green, and he maintains his track speed. As William Byron has actually fallen back to 3rd, so I wonder who's 2nd now. Ryan Newman. Up top, whoa, okay. That was close. The 20's still not clear of Ryan Newman yet. And now he clears him going into the turn. There's still one more Ryan that the 20 is hoping to pass on track. And that's Ryan Blaney. He's passed Preece, he's passed Newman. Gonna try to run down Blaney.
Got one right.
As there's 20 to go in stage 3, actually 70 to go in the entire race, but 20 to go stage 3.
All clear. Got one right. All clear.
And Corey LaJoy getting himself turned there.
All clear.
It looks like we're going to stay green. He saved it. The 20 kind of helped him save it too, so good to see that good to see the race stay green instead of having a caution there.
Car right. Clear all around. Got one right. Still there. All clear.
And I was going to say, he should get clear of Ty Dillon there going into the turn, and does. And now he should clear Harrison Burton going into the turn, and he'll clear him as well. So Bubba Wallace is currently the 25th place car up there. And remember, last time the 20 and the 23 saw each other on the track, the 20 accidentally spun them out. So obviously this time when the 20 catches up to Bubba, he'll be hoping to not spin out Bubba. And just 15 or 16 laps. Oh, the 20 got the wall. I knew that was going to happen. But just 16 laps to go in stage 3. And that's off to the final stage. And now 15 to go. And we will take you side by side again. 10 laps to go in stage 3, and you saw it there in the side-by-side. The 20 lapped Bubba and Brad, but then got the wall, let them right back by him. Here he goes for take 2. Bubba's probably going to come all the way down the track. Never mind.
2 on the outside.
Oh, the 20 takes below the line. He gets up into Brad.
Hold your line.
Remember, that pass is not illegal here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Clear, clear.
Now, if that was Talladega, the 20 would be penalized for that.
Got one right.
Looks like the 20 gave Noah Gregson a push there.
Car right. Clear all around. Stay left. 3 wide. 2 outside. Clear all around.
And this time, I'd like to see if the whole stage can stay green. Remember what happened last time. Chastain has fallen back to 17th, and I don't think that is from the incident earlier. I just think that's just him losing track position on the track.
Car right. All clear. Car right. Car right. Clear, clear.
But he has a lot to make up if he wants to try to win this race, and he's going to have to get his lap back. Which with 6 laps to go in the stage and the 20 so close to Daniel Suarez, it's probably going to be a little impossible for that to happen.
Stay left.
And Ricky Stenhouse has fallen back to 15th. He got 10th stage 1. Now he's in 15th here in stage 3 as he finished 12th in stage 2.
All clear.
Christopher Bell, the 02 of Christopher Bell, makes his way to 14th place. However, he too is going to go a lap down.
Still next to you. Clear,
The 20 has not cleared him yet.
Still next to you. All right, hold your line. Clear, clear.
Now he does. Now I don't see the 20 catching anybody else. Not before the end of this stage, at least. He might be able to do that in the final stage, so it looks like Christopher Bell will get his lap back for the final stage, but Ricky Stenhouse Jr. can try to pass him as well to try to be the first car 1 lap down and get his lap back, so that way he can try to get back in this. Because if a caution comes out now, stage is over. 3 laps to go, stage 3. The 20 has led all but 16 laps of this race. Those laps were split between William Byron and AJ Allmendinger. And we're getting closer to the final stage here at Charlotte. The final push to that final checkered flag. Ty Gibbs running 13th. Remember, he has a win this season. He won at Phoenix. So it does not matter where he finishes at in these last races of the season, which we still got plenty of racing to do. I mean, this is only going to be 7 races of 26 in. And final lap, stage 2, or stage 3, excuse us. And there's still one more stage to go here at Charlotte, so don't change those channels yet. Christopher Bell, though, likes the sight of this because the 20 won't be able to catch his teammate Ty Gibbs in time, so Christopher Bell will be back on the lead lap for the start of the final stage, but off turn 4, caution-free stage 3, 20 wins it and sweeps the stages.
Pits are closed.
And that time, Austin Cindric took the final stage point. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who finished 10th on stage 1, finishes 15th at stage. Let's go to the final stage here at Charlotte. 50 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600, and it's underway. Look at Kevin Harvick.
Go give me one more. Clear, clear, clear. Got one right. Clear, clear, clear.
His final Coca-Cola 600. Kevin Harvick is now up to second. AJ Allmendinger back to third. William Byron falls to fourth. Look at the 20 clearing. Not quite. Not quite. Never mind. Never mind. Now he's clear of Harvick, heading to turn 3. Harvick will be able to make up some of that time because way up the racetrack went the 20 there. Had to let out of the gas to make sure he didn't hit the wall. Got another itch. Kevin Harvick hoping to win in his final season so he can get into the play, or actually have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs in his final season of competition. We have completed all 3 stages, and this is the final stage. Urbane already has the first crown jewel win this season, and that is the Daytona 500. This would be his second crown jewel win of the season if he holds on and wins this race here tonight. And we thank this crowd for joining us on a Monday evening for the race. It is actually 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also appreciate the folks at home for tuning in too and sticking with us for this Monday night race. We hope you stick with us for some Tuesday night NASCAR Xfinity Series action from this track. Only 100 laps though in that race. And then it's off to Talladega. More details coming up about that. Around 30 to go in the stage. Harvick falls to a 2.2 seconds behind the leader. Byron stuck there in third. The 20's in the wall again. That's going to let Harvick make up a bunch of time because that slows the 20 way down there. Harvick almost back to 2 seconds behind the leader. Now he is at 2 seconds behind the leader. And we have 40 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600. We'll take you side by side. 29 laps remain here in the Coca-Cola 600 as we welcome you back to Cup Series racing from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And next week we travel actually just west of here down to the great state of Alabama for the Geico 500 at Talladega Super Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series. And the day before that is the NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Talladega. Coverage for Saturday's race begins around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coverage for Sundays begins around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with practice and qualifying beginning around 11 a.m. for each, unless otherwise stated. And we now have 27 laps to go. Actually 26 in the Coca-Cola 600. And the 20 continues to impress. He's actually got Austin Cindric circled up there because Cindric is behind last place, which is Denny Hamlin. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a great day for Denny Hamlin on points again, as he's going to potentially watch his boss go to victory lane again and win his second crown jewel race. And we will have, actually we have at 26 to go now. That was 27. I don't know how we got that mixed up, but you guys know it is now 26 laps to go. We are one lap away from halfway through the final stage here. Six and a quarter second lead off of Kevin Harvick. And now gonna have to try to rerun down those lap cars as Cindric makes their way around it. Tyler Reddick's up there. Coming to 24 to go in the Coca-Cola 600. .22 laps to go now, and the 20 starting to reel in lap traffic. Some of these cars are not a lap down yet, but they're going to be. The 20 has just got the speed tonight. Oh, the 20 got in the wall there. But look at this. Ty Gibbs, the 20's teammate, he owns that car, keep that in mind. Teammate slash driver is just up there. Oh, the 20 hooks the 2 and sends him through the grass. And I'm not sure how that's not a caution. But look at that battle. That battle went disastrous. Caution did not fly, though.
Clear.
And he's going to be able to lap a bunch of other cars here, too.
Car right. Clear all around.
And we got word that he's saying on the radio now to tell the 2 he was sorry, but he'll probably tell him himself because he's got 20 laps left in this race. And him and Logano battling it out now.
Still next to you. All clear.
That should have been a caution. Honestly, I feel like that's a poor judgment call on NASCAR's part.
Clear all around.
I mean, they should have threw the caution for that because the 20 did hook the 2 there.
All clear.
Thankfully, though, when the 20 hooked the 2, he spun him in the grass and not into the outside wall. That would have been a big hit for Cindric. And that would have ended his night with just over a little than 20 laps to go, and that would have been disastrous for him. So thankfully it was through the grass, but all that track position lost because NASCAR didn't throw a caution. And honestly, I mean, like, he might be a little frustrated with the 20 after that one, and rightfully so. I mean, I would be too, but I think he's going to be more frustrated at NASCAR for not throwing the caution because, like we said, that should have been a caution. He was spun out in the grass. That is a danger to everybody else on the track, and that is just poor judgment on NASCAR's part. But now we're going to do our crank it up as we have just a little under 20 to go. Ryan Blaney's the next victim along with Bowman and Busch. So the 20 got in the wall there with 15 laps to go in the race, but he has not lost the cars in front of him. In fact, everyone up to 6th place is a lap down, so 5 through 2nd is lucky. They are still ahead of all this carnage, and they should finish on the lead lap. Chris Buescher just not having a good night here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Contact between him and the 20 though, and you seen the 20 back off there because he knew he was gonna right hook Buescher into the wall there and doesn't want to do that. I mean, he already right hooked or left hooked Cindric through the grass, not even trying to. See, that's why if you're lap cars, you should stay on the high side. I mean, the faster cars are like the 20. You see them always trying to go to the low side. If you know the the faster cars are going to go to the low side, get to that high side, get out of their way. Because, I mean, something like what happened to Cindric can happen to you. And unfortunately, Cindric did not get a caution for that. And Chris Buescher almost got turned right hooked into the outside wall off just a little tap in the quarter panel from the 20. This track is kind of like the super speedway tracks. I mean, there's going to be some contact on the track, especially people battling for the lead, battling for track position. But again, I mean, it's unfortunate. Cindric should still get a decent finish though, because he is only a lap down, but it depends on how many cars are just one lap down, too, because keep in mind, he's a lap down, and could be like 15 other cars only one lap down, and he could be back in 20th, and unfortunately, that's not going to be a good day for Cindric, as there is 10 to go here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Yeah, honestly, like we're saying up here in the booth, you know, I don't think that that was on purpose. That definitely wasn't, you know, in the 20s playbook to right hook Cindric into the grass there. But, I mean, you see him going low there on the inside. I mean, I'm not saying it's Cindric's fault, but I feel like Cindric definitely should have got the message there that the 20 was going on the low side. Definitely should have moved out of the way. But again, I don't think that's anybody's fault. I just think that's just a true racing incident. The 20 is faster. Cindric comes down low and then gets spun out there. Like Gillen there, you know, you see him staying high on the high side. If he would have came low, he would have got right hooks, definitely. Eight laps remain here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And he's kind of reeling in Burton, Keselowski, and Wallace. Those guys are already more than a lap down. So I feel like by the end of the race, he should be able to get those three, but I don't think he gets any more cars. So everybody in the top 5 right now should finish on the lead lap. And we're now down to 6 laps to go. Look at the 20. He wants to catch those lap cars. He's using the apron to his advantage to try to make up some of that track time. He should be able to get around. If he gets a big enough run, he should be able to clear all those guys with 5 to go. And that was the 5 to go signal. So we're going to tell you the rules of overtime, because just in case the caution comes out. Because after we complete this lap, it's just straight overtime. It's a 2-lap shootout, green-white checkered finish. If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. Caution prior, we re-rack them and restart them, and it's unlimited attempts at a green-white checkered finish until a winner is declared. The 20 is there. He can probably lap all these guys one last time before the end of this race. Keselowski sends a low there.
Got one right.
3 laps to go in the Coca-Cola 600, which feels more like the Coca-Cola 500.
Car right. Clear, clear.
You definitely want to be careful now, because if you go to overtime and a caution comes out before you get that white flag and a late race restart, who's ever in second right now could really beat you off that restart and hold you off too. Right. That might be the caution.
Clear. Pit road is closed.
That is, dang it. Caution is out. Kevin Harvick has a chance.
Go get him. Stay left. Clear, clear.
And Harvick pulls to the lead. However, look at the run the 20 has. The 20 is going to go to his inside.
All around. Got one right.
Will we make it to the white flag, or will they wreck?
All around.
The 20's back in the lead. White flag, 1 lap to go, presented by Urbane Woodworking from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just 4 corners away from, or now 2 corners away from his 4th Coca-Cola 600 victory in a row. He comes down the back straightaway for the final time. Through turns 3 and 4. He's gonna do it. The late race restart. He got around Harvick. He comes off of turn 4 and will win for the 4th time in his career. In the Coca-Cola 600, at least. He has more career wins than that. But what a race. Harvick had a chance there at the end. And Bowman was actually 2 laps down. So only the top 5, like we said, finished on the lead lap. What a race that was. I thought for sure Kevin Harvick had it after that late race caution came out, which was the 7th caution. And no, the 20 managed to get a run down the back straightaway, ran him down, passed him for the lead, took it to the white, held on for the 4 corners, and won here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So we aren't done yet. Remember, we gotta take a picture of the standings so we know where they get scored. Oh, dang. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finished 35th. Eric Almirola dead last. Michael McDowell, ooh, up there. Ross Chastain really fell back. Let's see where Austin Cindric finished at after that incident. He finished 13th. That's not a bad finish. That was like right around the spot where he was when that incident happened. And that's good for him because honestly, he could have been in 16th, or not 16th, he could have been in 15th because all the other cars down are 3 or more laps down in this race. And we're gonna view victory lane real quick, and we still got the burnout and celebration to do here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, but it's his 5th win of the season. What a race. Definitely, what a race. Yeah, I thought it was going to definitely get interesting there in the end when that late race caution came out. And Kevin Harvick was there. He cleared him for the lead, but could not get it back to the white before the 20 cleared him again. 20 takes it to the white. And Harvick still had a chance there. He could have easily gotten a run there. Past the 20, took it back to the checkered flag, but unfortunately, the 20 ran the corners just perfectly on that final lap. And that, along with all the other restarts when he ran them perfectly, is what won him this race here tonight. And keep in mind, he's led every lap but 16 in this race. So we got a little burnout for you. We're going to skip over Alex Hayden this time because we're not doing the race again. We're not going to do a 2% race.
Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway
with just one car.
One of the most prestigious races of the season, the Coca-Cola 600 here in the heart of NASCAR country.
And we will do our cool down lap here. So reminder, the weekend is not done at the Charlotte Motor Speedway yet. We still got the NASCAR Xfinity Series tomorrow night. Then the Xfinity and Cup cars head to their shops to get ready for Dega. And the trucks enjoy a week off this weekend as they are not competing. Win number 5 this season for the 20 crew. And that's just going to help them towards that regular season championship more. As he's already in the playoffs with that Daytona 500 win he got.
We're going to get disqualified. You keep going that
doing burnouts on the Coca-Cola 600. Logo. And what a burnout that is. Wish we could get a better one on the pavement. But the grass is always the best.
How about you try turning around? You're going the wrong way.
And there it is, folks. A look at the number 20. And that wraps up our coverage tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. And then it is off to Dega. Until then, so long, everybody.